Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Y'all, it's time to get springy with it. Stay tuned. Y'all, on this channel, we do some of the most innovative and inexpensive paper crafting on YouTube without using machines. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by. And welcome to all of my new subscribers and to all of my new friends. Welcome back to all of my longtime subscribers and longtime friends. Thanks so much for being here today. I know that you can be anywhere else right now doing anything that you choose to do, and you're choosing to be here with me. So thank you so very much, and thank you so much for all of your wonderful support of me and my channel. So before we jump into today's video, I want to thank each and every one of you for the wonderful comments you left about my version of a junk journal. Much to my surprise, and seriously, much to my surprise, this video has turned out to be very popular. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video and for leaving a comment as well as hitting the like button. Thank you. I really do appreciate it because, like I said, I was outside of my comfort zone with this one. So thank you all so much for that support. Today we're going to do a different type of notebook, more traditional for me, but with an added twist. And I think that you're going to love this added twist as well. So I'll give you a closer look at this 8x4 notebook in just a minute. But y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. So y'all, here is a closer look at today's awesome spring project. And I think that you're really going to enjoy this as well as the easy process. And on the front, I used some beautiful Prima paper, and I added some chipboard word stickers, and they say fly, let your dreams be your wings, catch those dreams. And it's really beautiful front and back because that paper is absolutely gorgeous. On the inside, I have a really sweet notepad that says get it done. This is a 4x8 notepad. And then when you open it, we have a pocket right here. But there's a unique little twist to this because you open it even more and we have a nice folder. So you're able to put all types of little whatnots on the inside. So this is great for taking to the grocery store. If you don't want to use your phone for making your grocery list, or if you just want to have this with you to be able to take notes whenever you want, this is great for that. And it doesn't take much material. So here's what you're going to need to make it. So I have a 4x8 notepad, some medium weight chipboard. If you don't have chipboard, guys, you can use doubled up cereal boxes as well as a shoebox if it's a nice heavyweight shoebox. But I would double up on my cereal boxes because when you don't, the consistency is more of a lightweight chipboard. And for these notebooks, we want a firmer weight chipboard. So double up on the cereal box if you're going to be using that for your project. So I have one piece that measures 5/8 by 8 1/4, and I have two pieces that measure 8 1/4 by 4 1/4. Then I have my decorative paper. I have a piece for the inside pocket. This is 4x4. Then I have a piece for the inside liner, and this piece measures 9 1/4 by 8. Then I have a piece for the inside pocket, and this piece measures 8 by 12. And then I have a piece for the jacket, and this piece measures 12 by 10 1/2. Easy peasy project, guys. You're going to love it. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to lay our chipboard pieces down on the piece that measures 12 by 10 1/2. And we're going to place them down like this. So we're going to give ourselves a true 1/8 of an inch in spacing in between because we need that flexibility. This is a thicker paper that I'm working with, so you definitely want to give yourself plenty of flex in that spine. So I am just going to remove my tape backers here. And I need to add a piece of tape right here. And I want to wish my sister Denise a happy birthday. Today is her birthday. So if you're watching this video, how about leaving a happy birthday to my wonderful sister Denise? I'll bet she'd love it. And like I said, I'm going to put this down with a true 1/8 of an inch spacing in between, because I am using thicker papers. These Prima papers are very thick, as you guys know about Prima, and they might just be a little bit more prone to cracking than your thinner papers. So I am just going to go ahead and peel away the tape backer, and I'm going to go ahead and place this down with a good 1/8 of an inch in spacing in between. And I'm going to remove just a little bit of this. And if you've been with me for any amount of time, you know that this is a step that I always do when I'm making a chipboard project. I like to take my stylus and press it against the chipboard and then drive it into the paper to get a really nice score. And I do this because it might help to minimize the risk of your paper cracking. It might not stop the paper from cracking, but it might help to minimize the severity of the cracking. So I go all the way around. I even go on the inside here just to make sure. And then once I've done that, and I'm using a thicker paper like this Prima paper, what I like to do is I like to take this, stand it up, and just do what I call a dance. And that's just slowly folding it over and just giving it a little jiggle. So then we're going to miter our edges. And basically what we're doing is where we fold it this way and we fold it this way, you're going to have an intersecting point. And you're basically going to cut through that point so that you have nice professional edges. I know that some people don't see the point in mitering, but I do, and I think that you will too when you make projects like this. So I'm going to take my tape and I am going to fold over these edges here, and y'all have ran out of tape, so I'm going to have to go around this twice. And y'all, you'll see me use tape and glue to handle the fold over pieces. And when you see me using glue, I like to use them on the longer piece. I don't like to use them where I'm folding over the spine, because sometimes it can cause that to really stiffen and not fold the way that you want it. But it's completely up to you. So I am just going to remove all of my tape backers. And then when you fold over, I'm just going to stand it up and fold over these pieces. Then I'm going to take just a little bit of my tape and place some tape in my corners here, just to make sure that I have plenty of tape coverage. And I don't mind using my tape roller there because it's going to be sandwiched in between another piece of paper, the liner. So I'm going to take my big old spatula. We're going to go in and get this nice and stuck. And now your piece is going to look like this. We can take our spine and we're going to place that spine piece down just like this. And you probably want to have at least 1/8 of a border going all the way around. So I'm going to take my tape and I'm just going to place the tape mainly to cover the chipboard. And the tape you use is really up to you. Just make sure that you're using a good quality double-sided tape, because you don't want your liner coming undone. And I'm not gluing this liner because I'm using large pieces of chipboard and I really don't want to run the risk of any warping happening. So now that I have my tape, I'll go ahead and make sure that I get that nicely burnished. Now I'm going to take some tape and I'm going to go along the edges of my liner piece here, and we're going to cover those edges And then we'll remove the tape backers from both the liner as well as the chipboard piece, and we'll be ready to join the two together. All right, so we can peel away the tape backers from both. And now that we have our tape backers removed, you can stand up for this part of the project if you want. I am just going to place this down like this. And y'all, I completely forgot to turn on my dual camera system, so I apologize that this part of the process has only been of my hands. All right, so that's more like it. There is my big old head. So I am just going to smooth this out all the way around. Then I'm going to come in from one side and find my spine, and it's going to naturally want to fold. And then I'm just going to go in with my bone folder and just crease along both sides of the chipboard, and that gives me a really well-defined spine. Then I'll rotate it, and I'll use my big old spatula to come in from the other side and do the same thing. So I am just going along the chipboard, really giving definition to that spine. And y'all, I have to admit, it's a beautiful spine. So then I'm going to take this and fold it like this. And what I'm looking for when I do this fold is any puckering of the paper in the corners. If I do have any puckering, you just need to go back and work that spine. Or if you've used glue, take the glue and drive it towards where the puckering is happening, because we want a spine that looks like this without any puckering in the corner. So there is our jacket. I am just going to take this and wiggle it just a little bit to help loosen it. I'm not stressing the paper at all when I do this, because I gave sufficient spacing in between both pieces of chipboard, and now my spine will move the way that I want it to move. So here we have our jacket. I am going to go ahead and place down my little notepad here. This is 100 sheets. And y'all, I'm going to place mine down using the one and done method, and I'll explain why. Because I'm not putting any coating or covering on this journal. If you want to do that, you can. But I am leaving mine in its natural state because I definitely don't want to affect how that gold foiling looks. But if you want to Mod Podge or add contact paper, any of that you can. But for me, this is going to be a one and done because I'm not doing any protective coating to the outside. And that means that by the time you use all 100 sheets, this will not look like this. And that's okay if you want to do one and dones. It's all personal preference. So to do my one and done, I am just going to take some glue, run some glue across the top, and then run glue like that. I don't need a whole lot. I just need enough glue for this to stick. Then when I put this down, I want to make sure that I am not hitting the spine, but I am going to place it down so that it covers the paper at the top like that. And then I'll move it over to get it nice and even. I'll go ahead and close it so that I can see how it looks. And I like. And I'm going to use my big old spatula to go in and get that stuck. If you're interested in how to make this refillable, I do have a video in the description box below that will show you one of the ways that I make my notepads refillable. So now we're going to take that piece that measures 8 by 12 and we're going to make some scores. So on the 12-inch side, we're going to score at 4. And on the 8-inch side, we're going to score at 4. So now we can fold and burnish. And with it folded like this, I am just going to go to the score mark here, and I'm going to do an angle cut like that. And that'll give me this look. Then I'm just going to take my scissors and round that just a little bit. I didn't round it on the other one, and I thought it looked just a little bit harsh. So I'm rounding. And that's how that's going to look. So now I'm going to take some glue, and we'll place glue on one end only. Let's fold up. And then we'll place glue here. And let's fold up. Y'all, you can get as elaborate or as clean and simple with these as you want. They are so easy to make and just so doggone cute. So now I'm going to take this and I'm just going to glue it in like this so that it matches this coming across. So I'm going to take my glue, place some glue there, there, and here. Now I can take this piece and I'm just going to place it in the corner and line it up with my inside liner, and we'll get that nice and stuck. And look at that, I even have my words going in the right direction. Y'all know how bad I am about that, but isn't that pretty? So now I just want to add a little pocket. I'm going to take this 4x4 inch piece and I'm just going to cut. How you cut it, completely up to you. So I am going to take my glue and run my glue along 3 edges of that pocket, and we'll take that pocket and place it right there. How super simple was that? And then just to give me a little decorative element, I'm going to take this purple flower and place it right here. But I needed to remove the center section because it was protruding and we don't want that. So I've added some glue. And this is just to add a little decorative touch to the inside. Y'all, this is so clean, simple, and pretty. So I am just going to take this and close it because I want to put these little word stickers on the outside. And this one will say, "With brave wings, she flies." And then I'm going to put, "Let life surprise you." And I am going to cut this because I don't want it to be as long as it is. So let's just cut. I'm going to add some glue to the back, because I never want my chipboard stickers to come undone. So with brave wings, let's place that there. She flies. Let life surprise you. So we're going to place this down as a whole. And that is just so cute. So stinking cute. So I'm just going to press down a little bit. And y'all, that is it. That is how simple it is to make these. Look at how gorgeous this is. Now I will have both of these available for sale on my website. I'm going to sell them separately. And I'll also include cut aparts in the pockets and maybe some pieces of ephemera. But I'm not going to do anything else to this because I like how that looks. And I probably won't do anything here because I like this beautiful paper, and sometimes the paper is enough. So if you're interested in either one of these, make sure that you check my website. I'm also not going to be adding a closure to this because sometimes I don't think that we need closures on everything. So I'm choosing to make this without a closure. And I want to show you guys a trick to getting your books to lay flat. If you just take something heavy and put that something heavy on your book and let it set overnight, then you'll more often than not find that the book cover has been trained to lay flat in the way that you want it. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this because I want you guys to see just how beautiful They are just so adorable. And if you like lavenders and purples and blues, this is definitely going to be right up your alley. But I hope that you guys have enjoyed this beautiful tutorial on how we can take our 8x4 notepads and turn them into this beautiful notebook, complete with 1, 2, 3 pockets. Y'all, this is absolutely a fabulous, fabulous way to craft. So if you have enjoyed this video, and I certainly hope that you have, please hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.